Good morning, everybody. Today I'm going to be talking about something that some of us know all too well when experiencing, and some others might not relate, but can help stop the stigma around these said products. I'm going to hold up two products, and I want you to identify them for me. If you guessed right, yes, these are feminine hygiene products, one being a tampon and the other one being a pad. There are plenty of different feminine hygiene products on the market though, like Diva cups, panty liners, etc. When it comes to menstruation, it normally occurs to anyone who is menstruating 21 to 35 days into the cycle and then lasts about 2 to 7, normally roughly being about 5 days. So that means you're using multiple products a day for a continuous amount of days, which can total up to a lot. Say you're in the store and you have to buy products for yourself or for someone else, and you look through the aisle, there's plenty of different options, different brands, etc., but they're all kind of costly, even though this is a product that is necessary for about half the population. Not only that, but in some states in the US, on top of the cost, it's also taxed. These higher prices when it comes to feminine hygiene products has been creating a period poverty. People who are not able to pay for these products, much less need the extra sales tax. And that leads into the main reason why I'm talking to you today. Feminine hygiene products should be more accessible to the public, and here are 3 reasons as to how we can go about this. First, I'll talk about how we should reduce or eliminate sales tax on these feminine hygiene products. Second, I'll go into why we should have free products in schools and in workplaces and pass legislation for that. And third, I'll be talking about how we should stop the stigma on menstruation products and just the whole cycle in general. As I previously mentioned, the first topic that I'll be going into is why states should lessen or abolish sales tax on feminine hygiene products. Currently in California, there is legislation passed where we are not taxed on feminine hygiene products, but it's not like that in most places. In an NBC News article published by Araya Bendix and Joe Murphy, they share a little bit of information on sales tax on menstruation products and in which states they have that. In the article, Bendix states that in 21 states, a sales tax of up to 4 to 7% applies to items like tampons and pads, which makes them more costly. Women spend so much money a year on products already. Personally, I buy about 2 to 3 boxes a month, depending on my cycle. Some people have their cycles more frequently and longer. It all depends on the person. So that means they're already spending so much money on products, and if they're getting taxed on top of that, that's completely unfair, especially since it's an item that is so necessary and so needed for so many people. Bendix also states in that same article by NBC, saying that over a lifetime, period products in the US cost a total of $6,000 per person, according to research published in 2021, and that's even before taxes. So for the average person in, say, a state that isn't taxed, they're already paying $6,000, but when it comes to states that are more heavily taxed on these said products, they're already paying more, just on sales tax. Not only that, when it comes to sales tax, when it comes to these prices alone, they're already steadily increasing because of inflation. Katie Kupperman actually talks a little bit about this on an article on Ballard Brief. Going into a little bit more depth about period poverty in the United States, she states that in a 2019 study, 64% of menstruators noted that they struggled to afford menstrual products within the year. In case you aren't aware, period poverty stands for the lack of access to menstrual products and education on how to use them. Many Americans or people a year aren't able to spend money on period products, which are necessary and needed. Unfortunately, many people don't even have the money to spend on period products, which are necessary. And it's very unfortunate that not only that, in some states they're also being heavily taxed. It shouldn't be that way. Now, closing up one main point and leading on to the next, that kind of leads into the next one with period poverty as to how schools and workplaces should have free menstruation products. When it comes to being in these settings, people will normally take time off during the time of the month because they don't have products at home, feeding into that period poverty. On girlshelpinggirlsperiod.org, they talk about how the impact of menstruation is on the workplace. They say that 81% of respondents reported presenteeism, which stands for being present at work but functioning suboptimally, an average of 23 days per year, resulting in almost 9 full days of lost productivity. All that sick time and lost productivity could lead into low self-esteem and also just bad environments in the workplace. If you're not being able to get your work done because you don't have products that are needed for you, it's not going to help out your business or whatever work environment that you're in. Now, when moving from a workplace environment to more of a school setting, schools do see productivity when helping to aid period poverty. Alliance for Period Supplies kind of go into this topic on their website, allianceforperiodsupplies.org, and they talk about how we can help these schools and help our students. They state from their data that 2.4 increase in attendance reported among participating NYC schools following passage of law requiring free period products for students. Having free period products means they're not stressing about oh, I need to go buy this, I don't have enough of that. If it's already offered in schools and in workplace settings, then people can actually focus on their work, devote more time to their studies and everything, rather than worried about, oh, I need this, I need that. Just basic necessity needs. Many people rely on products that are given to them. They can't go out and buy it themselves because they don't have the money for it. And not even that, if you're in a workplace setting or in a school setting and you have the money to be able to go out and buy feminine products, might as well supply them if you can. Because trust me, someone will be grateful for it. Even when it comes to someone who just forgot a tampon or a pad, it's going to be beneficial. Now I'm going to wrap up that second topic that I was just discussing about why school and workplaces should have free period products, and I'm going to move on to the third one, which is stopping the stigma around period products. By the way, has me talking about this made you uncomfortable at all? Well, honestly, that's really normal in today's society. Many people don't talk about menstruation or these products in general, and it's kind of a taboo topic to discuss, even when it comes to a school setting or to anyone who actually experiences this. There is a huge stigma when talking about menstruation or just products in general. The National Library of Medicine states on their organization website that around 1.8 billion people menstruate every month worldwide, meaning at any given point, 800 million women and girls menstruate, which is comprising of 26% of the global population. That's more than a fourth. And when it comes to talking about menstruation in today's media, it's such a taboo topic. Girls or anyone who's menstruating feel like they can't fully talk about this because they're scared of being harassed, especially at a young age when all of this is fresh and new. This is why more anti-discrimination policies should be put in place. Marcy Curran kind of writes about this on the AmericanBar.org website, talking about human rights and the right to dignified menstruation. She says that no federal law explicitly provides rights that comprehensively fill in these gaps and address needs related to menstruation and related conditions for all workers at all work sites. Now, I'm not telling you, hey, you should go out and make policies for these such things. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm saying that it is okay to talk about these things. It is normal. It is completely valid. It's okay to say the word period. And Ariane Resnick actually says the same thing that I'm saying on the verywellmind.com website. She talks about why period stigma exists and how we should normalize it. She states that by speaking about this topic openly, we help to remove the societal rule against discussing it. By being more open about these topics that are, again, biological functions, it can help boost self-esteem in people and make them feel more confident about their bodies. Not only that, it breaks down the bar of it being such a stigmatic topic. Alright, now you can breathe now. This whole entire uncomfortable topic is over, because I'm going to kind of wrap things up for you. First, I kind of talked about why we should abolish or lessen sales tax on menstruation products. Secondly, I talked about how school and workplaces should provide free hygiene products. And third, I talked about the stigma around menstruation and why we should stop it. Now, I get it. You can't go out and create laws about these things or create policies. I completely get that. That's not what I'm trying to ask from you. What I ask from you is to maybe advocate more when it comes to menstruation rights. Talk about it with someone. If someone's struggling and you feel uncomfortable talking about it, maybe ask a question or ask, hey, do you need anything? We as a society really need to stop making period and menstruations when it comes to people who do have that not so much of a taboo topic. We should bring more of a positive light to it. Thank you so much for listening to me talk. I really appreciate it. Have a great day.